Hey yo, what's up? What Holmes here, and welcome back to more Dark Souls 3 walkthrough. We're a walkthrough, not a playthrough, with our triple katana build, which is not yet a triple katana yet, but we're working on it. Anyways, in the last episode we finished up our little tour through Firelink. So in this episode we're finally gonna take on our first main area of the game, which is gonna be the high wall of Lothric. And yeah, this is gonna be fun. But first things first, we are not gonna need the Ashen Estus, so we're just gonna unequip that. And I don't know why, but that castle always reminds me of Yharnam from Bloodborne. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but every time I see that I think of Yharnam. But yeah, the first thing you want to do here is you want to light this bonfire. This is gonna be our checkpoint, our first and important checkpoint. Alright, and the next thing we want to do is we want to head over here and take out this sleeping sniper guy here, because the reason for that is once we come down here, and if you didn't take out the sniper, that guy be blasting arrows in your back, okay, and we don't want that happening, so make sure you take him out first. And down here there are two dogs, so be careful. The easiest way to take out the dogs is if you have a shield, just block their attack, and then, you know, R1 spam the shadow after you block their first attack. But if you don't want to, if you don't have a shield, or if you don't want to use a shield, you could just dodge around them and then combo them. So those are the ways to take out the dogs. Next, we're gonna get our first heavy hitter here. This guy, the guy with the Greataxe, he hits fairly hard, but it's really easy to dodge his moves because it may hit hard, but he freaking swings pretty damn slow. And I got lucky there because he dropped his Greataxe. Best way to take him down, it's gonna be the same way we're gonna take down this guy. Just roll into his attack, alright? And then, well, you want to try to get behind him and then get a backstab and then combo the crap out of him. Easiest way to take down these guys. Alright, so yeah, that's how you take down the halberdier guy and the Greataxe guy. Next up here, there's gonna be a tough enemy. Not this guy, it's this guy. Okay. He will transform into this giant black snake demon thing. It's like the tutorial boss when he transforms. It's gonna look like that, but it's gonna be a smaller version. And here we just picked up the longbow, a very useful item for pulling enemies. Alright, but yeah, back to the black snake demon guy. It's gonna look like the tutorial boss when it transformed, but a little bit smaller and bit more faster. And the way to negate that from happening, like to stop him from transforming, is you can kill him before he transforms. But if he does end up transforming, it is really weak to fire. So you have like a fire weapon, if you got like fire bombs, you know, you can throw those at him and it'll down him pretty quick. So yeah, you know, and the benefit of killing those guys, it's sometimes you can get lucky and you can get upgrade stone for it, or an ember, you know. But yeah, we just killed one of the guys that aggroes everybody. The guy who's like, he was like swinging his little lantern. That guy screams, and everyone, well, there's some enemies that are gonna be located near him and they'll all wake up. Okay, so yeah, you can stop him from like being active if you kill the guy who swings a lamp. So that's one way to stop the sleeping enemies from getting aggroed. But yeah, if you don't stop him and you let him finish screaming, he'll aggro everyone that can't be aggro that's around him, that's like pretending to be passive. So be careful about that. Here we got another one. He tries to pull the same shit, but we got him this time. So there are like three guys, like, you know, they're pretty passive right now. See, there's one guy, we're trying to take him out, and then there's another guy sleeping beside him, and then there's another guy chilling on the far side right there, on the right side, this guy right here. If you don't kill that guy, these guys that are just sitting there, they will be aggroed. Alright, so be careful about that. If you see one of those guys that swing their lamps, make sure you take them out quick. And here's a little ambush here, so be careful with that guy. And there's another guy here playing dead. Come on. And all that just for a binocular. Hooray. Yeah. All that is just for this binocular, and I don't know what it's good for. I guess if you want like good screenshots of the game, if you want to enjoy the environment, you know, that's what the binocular is for. But other than that, it's pretty much useless. It's just for you to enjoy the environment. But yeah, that's that. Let's get back on track here. We're gonna drop down to this little optional part here. This is gonna take us to this gold pine resin. This gold pine resin, it's a weapon buff item, and it can buff your weapon to have lightning for a short amount of time. Alright, and it's pretty useful for this first area because there's one enemy that you can use it on. We're gonna encounter him later. It's gonna be this big knight, and he has a freaking halberd too. So for this part, we're gonna take the higher ground here. We're gonna go up these stairs. Make sure you sprint this route because you see there's a dragon that lands, and if you run through, you can open this gate. And you have to do this on the first try because once the dragon appears, you can't do this anymore because if you try to pull it, the dragon will be up there already. He'll be on top of the castle already, and he's gonna be breathing fire. And when there's fire on the ground and you step on that fire, your character starts like getting staggered like crazy. So make sure you do this in the first try. But if you screw this up and you somehow died or something went wrong during the run, you guys can always take the bottom right route, which it's just a straight run to the next part. But yeah, that's pretty much it. The only reason why I took this part is because there are some extra items we can take here, and there's also this mimic, our first mimic of the game. So yeah, that's the benefit of this route here. And upon defeating the mimic, you can get this deep axe. Alright, and the way to beat the mimic is you want to just stay on the side of the mimic. I prefer the right side, so whenever it does any attack, you know, just do a dodge to the right and you'll be fine. Okay, and then get 1 or 2 hits in and just rinse and repeat. Yep, can't touch this mimic, can't touch this. Make sure you don't, you know, try to troll the mimic or anything by trying to open the chest with your hands, because if you try to open it, the mimic is gonna grab you and it's gonna chew you up, and most likely one-shot you if you're grabbed. So, you know, don't try anything funny with the mimic. Just attack him, and then, you know, when it gets up, circle around him and attack him like that. Don't let him grab you, okay? It's like, that's his most powerful attack, the grab. And after that, we can just open up this gate, and this will lead to the same area where it would lead if we taken the lower ground, except we wouldn't have fought the mimic and we wouldn't have grabbed the item. That's the only thing that you won't get. And be careful, because once you arrive here, there's gonna be a knight that can be triggered, right? Which is this guy. These guys hit fairly hard, but the easiest way to dodge them, it's you dodge into their attack, trying to get behind them, and then backstab them. And once they're down for the backstab, you can just combo them after, yeah, just R1 spam the shit out of them, and it'll most likely kill them. Alright, that's like the easiest way to take them down. If you don't kill them with your full combo before they get up, like get the defenses and everything back up, they'll be pretty much dead, and you know, you can just rinse and repeat it. And that's how you down those knights. Also, if they're blocking, you can kick away their shield and it will kind of stun them, and you can go in for a critical hit. So yeah, and the way to kick away the shield, it's R1 forward, right? That's the kick. There are gonna be some knights that might take 2 kicks, but usually it'll only take 1 kick, and the shield will be broke. Well, the guard will be broken. The shield will be broke. Oh, that'll be broke too. But yeah, I know there's upgrade stone near the bonfire. I didn't pick it up, so just in case somebody's like, "Hey Holmes, you forgot to pick it back up there." Well, it's just a Titanite shard, right? It's just a Titanite shard. I don't really need it right now. So yeah, it's on the very side. But yeah, anyways, moving on here, there are these 2 thief assassin guys here. Be careful. You don't want to try to. You gotta try to not trigger them both at the same time, because their throwing knife hurt. It's not like devastating damage, but it still hurts. So, you know, try not to trigger them both. Down here, we got another halberd guy here. So we're gonna take him out the same way we took out the other guy. You know, roll into his attack, backstab his ass. While he's getting up, combo the shit out of him, and boom. There we go. Alright. Sometimes you'll hang out right here, like right on this doorway right there. So the moment you slide down the ladder, he'll come after you. So but it's the same thing. Just roll into him and then backstab him. Now we're gonna pick up the mail breaker, and the point of coming down here is that there is an NPC we can rescue here, and this NPC that we can rescue, it's gonna be a merchant for us. So yeah, this guy's gonna be Greirat. He's gonna be right here, but he's behind the bars and we can't open the cell right now because we don't have the keys. So we can't rescue him right now, but I just want to show you guys this area because this is gonna be important. All right, so from the second bonfire, you just go straight down and you can find Greirat right here. Okay, make sure you remember this because we're gonna get the key in this episode as well, and then we can just run right back. So yeah, that's how you find Greirat. Now let's go get the key so we can rescue his ass. So the way to get the key is, instead of going all the way down, okay, you want to exit here. Okay, and the moment you exit here, take out this guy that's trying to climb up. He'll just drop to his death. And sometimes there will be a guy who climbs up this ladder. Actually, most of the time he climbs up. I don't know why, but there are random times where he just chills down here. Alright, next up, I want to show you guys how to take down those black big snake dudes. So we're gonna equip some fire bombs here because I don't have fire weapons, and I'm not a pyromancer, so I don't really have any other fire stuff except for my fire bombs. So watch, the guy transforms and it looks like that. Okay, I want to back it up a little bit here because I don't want him to start chasing me and wreck me, because they hit freaking hard. Okay, they hit pretty damn hard. Okay, it seems like he's not coming for me, so I'm gonna aggro his ass. So get your fat ass over here. Come on, you. I don't even know what that is. Is that supposed to be a snail or some sort of weird snake? But yeah, see, they're pretty crazy, but really weak to fire. If you guys got black firebomb, it does extra damage. Regular firebomb works as well. It's just that black firebombs does more damage. So depends on what you guys want to use. I just wanted to kill him fast, so I chose the black firebomb. And right here, don't miss out on this crystal lizard right here. So be careful. Try not to run too much in the middle while you're trying to trigger the black snake thing, because you can aggro this crystal lizard and he'll run away. And if you want him to respawn again, then you're gonna have to reload the area. So it's kind of a pain, but just make sure you try not to aggro him. Or if you do, you could reload the area, or you can just come back later. All he drops is this gem right here. Okay, and we can give this gem to Andre, and then he can infuse our weapon with that gem. But I'm not gonna do any infusing for this walkthrough because I like to keep my weapons clean. Next up, we got two snipers, one guy right here and the other guy on the far side. Be careful about this guy because he has two little helpers on the side. Fucked up with this guy right here. Ended up hitting the wall. Now I'm dancing like an idiot. Stop it. And whew, that was a close call. Try to land that arrow on my butt cheeks, didn't you? Yeah. Didn't. Stupid guy. Anyways, yeah, if you take the ladder straight down, it'll lead you to our next area that we have to go to, or the next part we have to go to. But I don't want to take the ladder down because we're not done exploring this upper floor yet, so we're not gonna do that yet. Backstab your ass. Yeah. And we got assassin guy right here, and there's another guy chilling on the side right here, which this is kind of weird because I hit him. He should have fell, but instead he just kind of like flew up. I'm like, what the heck? Grew wings now. But yeah, next up, this is the guy that will get aggroed if you let the little lantern swinging guy scream. So shut the screamer up. Shut up. And next up, fairly tough enemy here. This guy, instead of a sword and shield, this bitch has a freaking lance and a shield. And these guys with the lance or spear, they're more defensive. Oh goodness. Yeah, if you have a sword that you can two-hand, you can do that. Two-hand your sword, R1 spam while they're blocking, and you can guard break them like that as well. Or you can try kicking it, either or. But I'm just gonna go with the classic takedown here. with a dodge to his back and then combo the living crap out of him like that. And yeah, that's that for him. And now we can grab up our pickup. Next we're gonna get a broadsword. Be careful because there's an ambush right here on the left side. So yeah, take out this guy and then you can get your broadsword right here without any trouble. I'm just gonna do a little cut and editing after this little part here where I show you guys the broadsword, because I'm gonna show you guys how to get the Astora straight sword. And instead of going to the left, it's where we have to go. We're gonna go through this little part here. Make sure you do this part after finishing up after clearing out the entire room that's here. Okay, this room here has three of those undead guys on the bottom, and then there's like 2 dogs. So make sure you kill them first before you drop down and get this thing, because if you drop down and get this sword, you can't get back up unless you drop down to where the enemies are. So if you're starting out new, you're most likely gonna get wrecked. Okay, because yeah, those guys hit pretty damn hard. So right here I'm just gonna show you guys the route that we're supposed to go. Okay, and this is how we're gonna take out the enemies that are in this room. And after doing this, you guys can go get the Astora's I keep calling it great sword, but it's the straight sword. If you guys want to, there is a great sword version. That's why I keep mixing it up. But yeah, so take out those guys. This chest here, very important. If you're starting with a character that does not have a shield that can block 100% physical attack, this is a shield you want to get. This Kite shield, so good, because it blocks 100% physical attack. Now the bad thing about that shield is you cannot parry with that shield. Alright, so yeah, there's different categories for shields, and that one you can't parry with that one. So that's the downfall of that. If you try to tap L2 while equipping that shield, you're gonna end up using your weapon art. So yeah, be warned. So right now we're just gonna pull the enemies up, because I'm not gonna go down there and start swinging like crazy. This ain't Dynasty Warriors, alright? So we're not gonna do that shit. And that dog, oh boy, he gave me some trouble right there, because I fucked up with the camera angle, and then I was just like staring at the wall right there. That was a bad play. That was a bad play on my part right there. So we're just gonna pull these guys up one at a time. You know, take it nice and slow here. Alright, halberdier guy. Instead of backstabbing this guy, we just pretty much combo the shit out of him. Alright, next up, another axe guy. Careful, because these guys jump like that. But, you know, same shit, just dodge into it and get behind them and backstab and combo. Yeah, down you go. And those axe drops that they drop, they're totally random, okay? It's all about luck. There's no, like, guarantee drop with these guys. So, yeah. Okay, just gonna try to aggro this guy. Okay, he's coming, he's doing the jump. Backstab his ass. Ooh, came out of his balls. Did you see that? The freaking sword went up his ass and it came out of his pee hole. Holy smokes. And we got another Greataxe. Wow, we got 2 now. I would dual wield them, but I don't think I can carry it without starting to do the fat roll. Next up, it's the second dog. I'm just gonna go easy mode with this dog right here. So, you know, if you got a shield, block it, and then, you know, just combo the crap out of them like that. Easiest way to take down these dogs. These dogs are so frustrating if you try to dodge with them, because you be dancing like all over the place with these guys if they start dodging a lot. And it happens. Okay. But yeah, very valuable thing here. It's the cell key. This is the cell key that we are gonna use to free Greirat. Okay, so yeah, so once you get this key, you can backtrack and you can go save him. You can save him after you beat the boss, doesn't matter, but I'm gonna save him before we beat the boss and before we end this video off here. And another important thing right there, Estus Shard. Okay, our first Estus Shard. We bring this back to Andre. He can help us reinforce our Estus flask, and instead of carrying 4 Estus, we can carry up to 5. So really important item there. Okay, make sure you don't miss it. Next up, we're gonna want to come out here This is the next part we have to go. And we got a semi-tough enemy right there. You see that big ass knight right there with the freaking halberd? Holy shit. Yeah. Best way to take out that guy, backstabs. Okay, I don't know if you can parry these guys. I think you can. But, you know, be careful because they hit pretty hard. They can't one-shot you, but they hit pretty freaking hard. Right here, I want to take out this undead. I want to take him out first before I take on the big guy, because I don't want this guy to wake up out of nowhere and start hitting me from the back. And right next to the guy there was a rapier, so make sure you guys pick that up as well. So onward with this big guy. I'm gonna use a little buff for this guy because I want to take him down quick. So I'm gonna use that gold pine resin that we picked up and try to go in for a backstabbing happening. Okay, you could block the attack, but it does take out a lot of stamina, so I don't know, I feel like dodging is the easiest way to go about this. Same shit as all the enemies we encounter. Dodge into the attack. That's your best way to take him down. He does have a spinning move that you have to watch out for. If he rears up his halberd, be careful, run away from him because he's gonna start spinning, and I'm almost guaranteed you cannot block all of those spin attacks. So, you know, be aware of that. Alright. The way to dodge it, just run away. Okay, so now that we cleared the bottom, this is the stair. Well, this is the ladder that we could have took to go down to skip that entire part where the key and the Estus is at. Alright, so instead of like taking it down, we're gonna go up now because we're gonna go rescue Greirat. But before we go rescue his ass, let's just grab up this black firebomb because, you know, you never know when we're gonna need that. So yeah, grab that up, and then we're just gonna retrace our steps here. I did miss a couple things, so I'm gonna grab that while we're backtracking here. Pretty much it's just some souls on the side, but yeah, pretty sure someone's gonna mention it. Pretty sure someone's gonna be mad at me for not grabbing that upgrade stone that's right next to the bonfire on the top. Alright, it's just an upgrade stone, you know? You can buy that later on. So yeah, I'm gonna drop down here. All the enemies are gone, so we don't have to worry about ambushes or anything like that. So yeah, that's great. This is great. And we're just gonna rescue his ass right here. He's gonna offer us a quest, and you know, just accept it. It's really easy. Just accept it.
Ah, you're no jailer, are you? No, you're from far away. And judging by the bell, you must be some of that unkindled ash. Remarkable. If that's true, then I have a favor to ask. Below the high wall is a musty little town. Not the home of any lord, just a very old settlement of undead. An old woman, Loretta, lives there. Please, give her this ring. I'm not asking for charity. In fact, if you do this for me, I'll be sure to repay you in kind. I may be a petty thief, but I've more wits than most royalty. What do you say then, huh? Very well. I humbly place my faith in you. I am Greirat of the undead settlement, and I promise to assist you. Give this ring to old Loretta at the base of the high wall. Do your part, and I'll do mine.
So after you accept his quest, he's gonna give you this blue Tearstone ring. Fairly useful ring because it ups your defense when your health is low, and it has the potential to save your ass because of that extra defense buff. Right? So it's not the greatest ring, but we're just gonna equip it for now because that's the only ring we got. So yeah, and I'm just gonna cut back to where we fought the big guy now. Alright, yeah, because I don't want you guys to watch that run again. So yeah, we're back at where we fought the big guy. And at this point, we're really close to the boss. And we're also close to a shortcut. So yeah, and we're going to go unlock the shortcut first. Just because I don't want to die in the boss and have to rerun the whole entire thing again. So yeah, we're just gonna go and open up the shortcut right now. And yeah, before we go and open the shortcut, let's come over here and grab up some stuff. And over there, there's a ring that we can get. We're gonna have to make this jump. And this is the ring of sacrifice. This ring here, it's a ring to protect your souls. So if you die, you won't lose the soul, but you still lose your ember though. So I don't know. I care about the ember more than the souls for some reason. But yeah, and after using up that ring to protect your soul for once, the ring will break and there's no way to repair it, so it's gone forever. And you can find those rings throughout the land of Dark Souls 3. They're like almost everywhere. So yeah, and I believe you can also buy those as well, but I don't really use it. So yeah, I don't know. I just take the loss like a man. If I die, I pay the price, right? I mean, if I can't recover the souls, then hey, it just means that I didn't have the skills to bring it back. So yeah, I don't know. I don't really use those rings. We got some grass here. Oh yeah. This grass, it's used to boost your stamina recovery. So if you're you know, doing a PvP, then if you want your stamina recover faster, pop some grass and you can boost your stamina recovery. There are multiple versions of those. That's like the lowest rank. There's higher ranks of those and we can get those later on. But yeah, I guess you can use it against bosses too. You know, if a boss does a lot of combo or something, I suppose that ring will, that herb will help. But yeah, this is the shortcut that's near the first bonfire, okay? It's the part where we took out the first Greataxe guy. So that's where it leads to. So, you know, you can just go up the stairs and then you'll be back in the first bonfire. So yeah, really close to the boss. The boss is just like, you don't even, like, from the first bonfire, you can get to the boss of this area within 1 minute. It's pretty freaking close. Next up, we got multiple knights, and I'm gonna kind of cheese these knights by summoning these phantoms right here. These are NPC phantoms, so as long as you're Ember, they'll always be here. Okay, there are some NPC phantoms that you're gonna have to do a side quest in order for them to appear, but these ones are set, so they'll be here whether you did the side quest or not. So yeah. The reason why I'm summoning these guys, it's because it's not that these knights are tough or anything, like super tough or anything. They do hit hard, but you know, you can still solo. The reason that I'm summoning these guys, it's because I don't like resting on a bonfire when I'm going through an area. So you know, that's why I have like 0 Estus right now. Yeah, it's nothing special. It's just like a little rule that I put upon myself. So yeah, and this is a great way to take out those knights as well. Really easy to take out those knights with these guys around. And the NPC phantoms, so you don't have to be in line to get these guys here. As long as you're embered, you can see their sign, okay? But yeah, these guys pretty much like the same all the other knights we fought. Yeah, there's nothing special about these guys. But I'm just gonna have these guys help me though, because of the whole Estus issue. I'm gonna hope that upon killing one of these knights, they're gonna give me like 1 Estus or something, because there's a slight chance they'll do that. But yeah, hopefully they'll do it this time. Well, the crazy thing about these NPC phantoms are they do decent damage, and they have a lot of health. On top of that, when their health is low, they'll freaking heal. Like holy shit! Like back in the Demon Souls day, I don't even remember if you can summon NPC phantoms. I can't remember, but I know in Dark Souls 1 you can. I think. Yeah, you can. Because I remember summoning Solar and everything like that. Yeah, but I don't think they heal. But yeah, I think starting from Dark Souls 2 is when they started healing. I don't remember if you can summon any phantoms like that in Bloodborne. Anyways, yeah, the point is these guys are really useful. Wait, come to think of it, You can summon NPC phantoms that can heal in Bloodborne. Because I remember doing a PvP and someone summoned like a NPC like that, and I confused it for an actual player. But anyways, we just picked up a gauntlets from the knight there. Now this is a random drop, okay? If you get really lucky, he'll even drop like 2-piece armor, 2-piece at once. So you know, depends on your luck. But you can farm the entire set. You can farm those entire red knight sets here if you guys want to. You know, if you didn't get it, just bonfire and then they'll respawn and then, you know, kill them again until they drop the entire set. So yeah, if you guys are really into knight sets, that's what you can do. I don't think you can get the blue ones like this one right here, and be careful about this blue one, okay? The blue ones actually hit a lot harder than the red one we just fought, because these guys have red eyes, and usually when knights have red eyes in the Souls games, it says, "I'm gonna kick your ass." That's what those red eyes are saying. So yeah, be careful about fighting these guys. I got 2 phantoms here that can pretty much tank, so I'm not too worried here. But if you guys are not Ember, you know, you're playing this offline by yourself, and you really want to take out this guy, which I don't really see the point of doing, but you know, if you really want to kill him, there's another way to go about this. Okay, so the first thing is you want to aggro him. That's obviously that's the first thing you want to do, and then if you're having trouble beating him, you can kind of like do a little cheese. So remember how we took down the sword master guy from the beginning? You can do the same here. Just chill right here, and then the blue knight won't be able to come in. They'll get stuck like how the phantoms are getting stuck, and you know, you can just cheese them like that. So yeah, that's the solo strategy for those blue knights.
The wait has been long, unkindled one. I am Emma, High Priestess of Lothric Castle. Allow me to speak frankly. You will not find the Lords of Cinder here. They have left, gone, to their churning homes, converging at the base of this castle. Head to the bottom of the high wall, forge on through the great gate, and raise this banner to proceed. This farewell gift is for you. It is the insignia of an old covenant. If you fear trespassers, dark spirits drawn by the embers, then etch this upon your heart, and the old Concord will beckon noble blue sentinels to hunt these foul spirits. Unkindled one, head to the high wall's base, go through the great gate, and raise this, but beware. The dog keeps a close eye on things. The vile watchdog of the Boreal Valley. Unkindled one.
Alright, so after talking to her, she'll give you this Lothric banner that you're gonna need to get to the next area that we have to go to after defeating the boss, of course. And also she'll give you this Way of the Blue Covenant, and that covenant pretty much is for online play. Like if you're playing online and you're afraid of fighting dark spirits by yourself, you know, if you don't want to do that, equip that, and when you get invaded, there's a chance that the game will summon an actual player, a blue phantom player, to your world and help you fend off the spirit. But yeah, that's pretty much gonna wrap it up for this part of the walkthrough. So thank you all for watching. I hope this video has been entertaining and helpful and enjoyable. And if you all found all 3 of those qualities in this video, then hey, stay tuned for the next one, because we're gonna take on a boss. So yeah, see y'all later. Holmes. Oats.